Hip-hop and basketball have gone hand in hand for almost 4 decades now. Curtis Blow solidified this bond back in 1984 with the song Basketball. Since then, we've seen players feature in videos with rappers, we've seen rappers hanging with players, and we've seen many players pick up the mic themselves. From Lou Williams to Kevin Durant, Lance Stephenson to Steve Francis, the most notable nowadays being Damian Lillard, to the most notable of all time being Shaq. We've seen many give it a go, and we'll definitely see many more. Eventually, hip-hop culture would have an overwhelming presence in the NBA. So much so that the league would enforce rules to regulate what players could and couldn't wear in arenas, at press conferences, and other related places in an attempt to make things appear more presentable to the masses. In other words, y'all niggas look ghetto as fuck, so take this shit off before we lose our white viewership and subsequently a chunk of our financial support. Perhaps I'll go in depth on this chapter in another video if you guys would want to hear more. But in this video, we're going to discuss the biggest key player and influence behind the former commissioner enforcing that dress code and the rap career that was shut down before it even got started. And that player is none other than AI, the answer.
Check it. Why try to stop me? Cops want to knock me. Chickens let it gobble me up. Jewels stay trump. Wrong things leave you slumped. Don't be a tester, only leads to failures. Rappers think they're greater because the closet's full of gators. Say the drama, lyrical bomber. Take your style to the trauma center. Dismember crews any battle I enter. Relentless on tracks like I do ball courts. Step up to get lost, your little bank can't floss. Some thought I couldn't do it, verbals rougher than truants. In a single cell, haters want me to rot in jail. Sorry, came back nice on them, larger than life, want no trouble. Maxed out like Texas T with a Remy double. Press talk, shh, about the Iron Curtain. All we do is ruin competitors, reaching for mics, treacherous after we strike. All I hear is hype, I'm in the facts, show me the stacks. See, it seem like guards in my league, I'm losing them. Obstacle breaker, been through too much to be labeled with these fakers. Everybody want to be somebody, sat back and study, earn mine. While you sit on the sideline, aggression comes in mind. Impossible to take mine, soon the world is mine.
When it came to the league, Allen Iverson was literally the most direct gateway to hip-hop culture. He represented the hood, he was the hood dream, overcoming tough situations and making it big as a pro athlete. AI didn't shy away from the fact that he was that icon for the people. He had the look, the swag, and apparently the bars, or so he thought. In the year 2000, Iverson, under the moniker Jules, would attempt to make a transition into hip-hop. His debut single, 40 Bars, was almost immediately met with backlash, and not exclusively from David Stern and NBA executives. AI caught heat for his lyrics, which contained profanity, homophobic slurs, depictions of gun violence, pretty standard stuff for almost every rapper at that time. However, given his stature as a top 3 player in the league in terms of sheer popularity, he was seen as the face of the league next to the likes of my late idol Kobe Bryant. Like Jordan, the league looks at guys like that as a direct representation of the NBA itself. Therefore, the commissioner wanted to put a stop to it before any of the backlash could lead to more major things such as boycotts and anything else that could cost the NBA money. David Stern would make the following statement: "Whatever the constitutional rights of free speech an individual may have, there is no constitutional right to participate in the NBA, and I have the power to disqualify players who engage in offensive conduct, including inappropriate speech." Allen Iverson has done a disservice to himself, the Philadelphia 76ers, his teammates, and perhaps all of the NBA. Notwithstanding the music's wide popularity, Allen, by even recording his lyrics, has done a disservice to himself, the Philadelphia 76ers, his teammates, and perhaps all NBA players. However, I do not believe that the NBA should be in the business of regulating artistic expression, no matter how repugnant. And that's somewhat equivalent to being an adult and making a poor choice and having your parents scold you for said choice, but then saying, "Hey, you're grown," in a condescending tone to let you know you done fucked up and you better stop. Anyway, the message didn't fall on deaf ears for Iverson. He would have a meeting with the commissioner and league representatives and civil rights leaders right before the start of the 2000 season. It didn't take long for AI to issue a public apology and to put all of this behind him. He would issue the following statement: "If individuals of the gay community and women of the world are offended by any of the material in my upcoming album, let the record show that I wish to extend a profound apology. If a kid thinks that I promote violence by the lyrics of my songs, I beg them not to buy it or listen to it. I want kids to dream and to develop new dreams. Now initially, AI agreed to change the lyrics of his songs and would change what was going to be a self-titled album to Misunderstood. Based off of others who have heard other tracks AI cooked up, they were all along the same lines of 40 bars content-wise. Ultimately, none of this would matter because the album would get completely scrapped soon after. Now there are other songs and freestyles that you can still find on YouTube, so if you're curious, I'd suggest looking them up. Now in recent years, AI has expressed his embarrassment for the entire situation. I imagine to him, hearing his old songs makes him cringe the way I cringe when Facebook memories from 10 years ago pop up and I see myself typing like an absolute clown. In 2015, in an interview with Complex, Iverson would say the following: "I felt like I was able to do something like that when I wasn't. I was too big, obviously, to do something like that. Looking back on it, it's embarrassing when I think about all the kids that could have ended up hearing all the things that I was saying and portraying someone that obviously I'm not, because it was gangster rap and I'm not a gangster. I thought it was an art form, just like you see Bruce Willis killing people in movies. Well, he don't do that in real life. I think everybody took it the wrong way, but the right way, with the people knowing the impact I had on kids, and I'm proud and happy, looking back on it, that it didn't get released." So what do you guys think? Was the league being fair about the situation, or were they just hating on Jules? Leave your thoughts below and subscribe for more.
What about music, man? You still get down? You still rhyme? You still write?
Not at all.
Why not?
Man, you know what I went through when I did that?
Welcome to the rap game, baby.
What? No,
I
ain't talking about from the I ain't talking about from
I know.
I mean, the NBA is mainstream
I know.
for real.
I know.
So it was like
I was watching from afar.
Oh my God.
I was watching, yeah. It was, I didn't want you to mess up basketball because, that's your bread and butter. And, the dudes are trying to take you down in so many ways anyway, just because of your style and
ammunition, gave him ammunition.
Yeah, and so, I wasn't worried about you because I always feel like when you grow up the way we grew up, that what they shooting at you is not something that's going to sink you.